No, Mark Maron.
We're recording.
I don't know.
How come there's no video now?
Hey, Kitty, you're talking about...
Take off the Omegle. We're recording.
Oh,
Hey,
welcome
can
to...
one of you doll faces hand me a Mellow Yellow?
Sure.
Oh, sure. Oh,
Welcome
Mellow,
to-
Oh, you're yellow.
Welcome to episode 6 of the Budz podcast.
Hello.
This is
Who are
actually
you?
episode-
I'm not sure.
This is hello and welcome to episode 3 of the official Budz podcast,
Hello, welcome to episode 1.
The Phantom Menace, starring George Lucas
That's my favorite
Starring
Beast
George
Wars
Lucas.
episode.
and Peter Serafinowicz.
What?
The one guy, he did the voice of Darth Maul. Darth
Darth Maul.
Maul.
Yeah, what a voice he had. Huh. Like one line. Huh.
He doesn't talk in that movie. Does he
Whatever.
ever talk? I don't think he ever talks.
It's
in
like those lines they add when like someone's not moving their mouth, like Thief and the Cobbler.
Oh. I thought you meant Fiddler on the Roof. I was like...
Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof is a great movie.
Well, yeah, it's a really good movie, but I mean...
It's about Fiddler?
Hey.
Fiddler.
Hey.
It's just a car.
Hey, Phil.
That's not Fiddler, that's just mine.
If I was a rich man.
That was the best part.
I wouldn't.
All day long
I'd bitty bum. If I was a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard.
It's hard to be Jewish, it's hard to be Jewish, it's hard to be Jewish in Russia.
Oh, that was a thing.
That's from, I was referencing Community.
Tradition.
Oh, hey guys, what do we do this week?
Tradition.
Oh, don't play that video, Carter.
What is this?
You can't license this, Carter.
Is this... Are we showing this in the podcast?
Yeah.
This will be the pre-show. We'll only release it on Twitch.
Guys, this is copywritten.
No, this is fair use. We're parodying it.
Okay, guys, quick, let's critique it.
Yeah.
This is.
I like the throw-in physics.
Oh, I love that dog. Is that a dog or is that a horse?
That's a horse.
I love that.
That would have been a very big dog.
I love that. I love that big old dog that he's riding.
If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were bitty rich,
Diddle diddle idle man.
A big strong house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town.
Middle of the town.
A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below.
I haven't seen this movie in too
There
long.
would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer going down, and one more leading nowhere just for show.
Phil.
With the chicks and turkeys.
It said Phil.
And ducks for the town season here, squawking just as noisily as they can.
How about we talk...
Will come out like an ear, as if to say he'll
If I
live
claim this
so
podcast as a
wealthy
job, I can
man.
use this as a tax deduction.
If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bitty bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard.
Now, what Fiddler's trying to say with this song is he's really doing it.
Fiddler? He's not the Fiddler. The Jews are the Fiddler.
No, the socialist, the communist is the Fiddler.
No, the Jews are the Fiddler because it's like...
Anyway.
A rich man's life with a proper double chin.
Yeah, but isn't that the
Supervising
actual
meals.
Fiddler?
Alright, that's enough.
The actual Fiddler?
Yeah, the actual Fiddler in the movie is the communist.
No, the actual Fiddler in the movie isn't a character.
Now the singer, let's just call him the singer now.
But
He's really making
to the house is
impressive, smart commentary on the higher class.
Yeah.
Yes. And just for the
That's a
record,
really good
I'd
one.
like to sincerely apologize to the audience. That must be the worst intro ever.
No, that was the best.
Yeah, Carter, you were hinting pretty good harmony there.
Anyway,
That should be the start of the podcast.
We should start. We should start a podcast about Fiddler. On the
a different podcast.
The Fiddler on,
Eagle has a podcast
Fiddler on the
eventually.
podcast. Every podcast we have a different fiddler.
Phineas and Ferb podcast.
I don't like Phineas and Ferb.
You should.
It's too formulaic for each episode.
Yeah,
it is
it's
very full.
I like having arcs like Steven Universe
Or like
So
Adventure.
good.
or Adventure Time. Yeah.
No, it was Adventure Bros.
Oh, I thought you said Adventure.
Oh,
Adventure
I
Time.
don't-
But yeah, Adventure Brothers.
I don't.
You should watch the Comet arc. It's really good. You should watch the Lemon Hope arc at least. That's like excellent. You should watch it.
Lemonhead is he the guy who's like
I can do a good. It's
Oh.
Lemon Grab, and I can do.
lemon grab.
I can kind of do a good one.
Alright, anyway, 6.5 minutes later, what did we do this week?
This is unacceptable.
And that's a copyrighted character.
Was that a good what's his name?
Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland, yeah.
Fun fact: Justin Roiland is on Gravity Falls.
Is he?
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
a good-
saw that episode.
That's a good show.
I gotta watch that too.
Anthony and Ferb.
No, listen. If it doesn't have an arc, I'm probably not gonna watch it.
Did the final episode have an arc?
I haven't seen any.
It's just
newest
about
episodes.
Dusseldorf fighting
Dusseldorf.
Platy, the Parapuss.
It's about Mr. Worf.
Dusseldorf.
What's his name?
Perry the Paraplegic.
Is Clone High any good?
That was an old throwback.
I've never seen it.
Inside joke.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
What?
He's like
Is
in a
Clone-
wheelchair and he's wearing a helmet.
Perry the Paraplegic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, it
who made
was.
Clone High? Was that?
It was
Craig
Phil.
McCracken?
It was Phil Lord and Chris Miller, I think.
I like that first guy.
Oh, I get it because your last name is Lord. It's not.
Wait, you can't say my last name on this podcast.
Well, I didn't.
But you just did.
I lied.
Look up Phil Lord on Tumblr.
No, but you may recognize the eponymous duo from. I don't know why I said eponymous. Anyway, you may they did 21 Jump Street. They did 22 Jump Street.
Wait, the people who did
Oh, boy.
Clone High did 21 Jump Street and 22 Jump Street?
And they did a Lego movie.
What?
They did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
What? Isn't Clone High animated kind of like not the Problem Solvers? What's that one?
Total Drama? It looks a lot like Total Drama.
Oh, I thought it was almost like
Max
what's
and
that
Ruby.
one show? What?
Wallace and Gromit.
Secret Mountain Fort Awesome?
No. What's that
Shaun the
one
Sheep.
show that only had a pilot? It was on the first episode of Pan Pizza's Pilots.
Oh, Firefly.
Phil Pilots, and it was the one that he slipped the
Oh,
porn
yeah,
one.
Modifiers?
Modifiers.
No, it looks nothing like the Modifiers.
Oh, I thought it did. I've only seen like a couple shots.
Modifiers?
Let's do a Firefly podcast. Watch the show. Have you?
I watched some of it.
You
I
should
know
finish
how
it.
it ends. Alright.
And then you should watch Serenity. The only thing I didn't like Serenity about is like
Naked Girl.
Spoilies.
no, it was like you could tell it was like it wasn't a feeture length episode. It was like a movie. Like it was different.
That's because it was supposed to be
Yeah,
a
that's
movie.
what it
Hey,
was.
Carter, is your nose very sweaty?
Yeah, my nose has just been sweating all day.
You know what? If I wanted to watch,
It's the funniest thing I've heard all day.
if I wanted to watch a space western, I would just watch Cowboy Bebop.
That's a good show.
It's good.
I love
Watch
any
the
of your
audio
shows you
of
guys
Firefly
reference.
while you watch Cowboy Bebop.
No,
And
because
it's a whole
audio
new
of
story.
Cowboy Bebop is like the best. It's got great music and
Except,
great sound.
except for the
Oh,
audio
no.
of Phineas and Ferb, it's pretty good. Yeah, great music, great songs.
It's all right.
Comparing
Let's
Phineas and Ferb and comparing Phineas and Ferb to Cowboy Bebop is like apples and a very large horse.
Hey, bringing it back to
I
Fiddler,
once,
Fiddler
I
on the
once
Roof.
saw this
This is the best
to bring it all back.
the best theme song you'll ever hear. Not the ad. No.
No. The Firefly?
No. That thing.
Oh, the Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
This is all copyright.
Yes.
We haven't even started the episode.
I can just replace it with royalty-free music. Don't worry.
Kevin McLeod. Is his name?
We can just hire a guy I know. His name's Elfin Pepper.
Here we go, guys.
Oh no.
Stop this,
Wait, how does Ram Taxi get away with using?
It's for top tens.
That's enough.
No. For in the Pizza Party podcast, he uses a bunch of songs.
I don't know.
He's got special privileges.
Maybe it's toned up one notch.
Yeah.
Jeez, let's start. Nelson, what did you do this week?
I hadn't done much. I went up north to see my
Oh yes. You told me about that.
Went up north to see my grandparents, and that was it was a riot. Yeah, we stayed in this really weird motel, and there's this guy in like a white and red Dodge Charger who would always like sit on the porch, nowhere near his room, like with his two small dogs and always a cigar in his mouth.
Cuban or just regular? Was it Cuban?
I don't know. I don't know cigar types.
Can't tell. Oh man, you ruined it.
It writes Cuban right in the cigar.
I know. I was going to say. Oh, this is gonna be stupid. I was gonna say, how could you tell if the dog was from Cuba or not?
It's pretty good.
That's why.
Yeah.
The dog speaks Spanish. That's how.
They don't speak Spanish in Cuba. They speak Cubanese.
And anyway, they speak Chinese. Anyway, yeah. Then we drove around.
Soon enough, they will.
Yes. Anyway, then we drove around northern Michigan, and it's very beautiful. But not like Upper Peninsula, just lower. I don't want to associate.
You just like drove around for 5 hours, just like back and forth.
Well, we went up to like.
Just kidding. I don't care.
You guys went to Traverse City, didn't you?
We went like.
Did you guys go to Ludington?
No.
Why not? It's the best.
Why not?
Why are you talking about it?
Because Ludington's a 2-horse town. Anyway.
Kind of.
Well, I mean,
It's a trick pony town.
sometimes we pass through Ludington on the way up, but not this time. I'm sorry.
Phil!
Well, I'm not done. The most terrifying. I experienced the most terrifying thing. Like as we were driving through Traverse City, above there are like these 4 like giant like jet planes flying above for like the 4th of July.
Are you guys up there on the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's talk about how I celebrated the 4th of July.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Talk about how you celebrated 4th of July, or just stuff that you did.
I worked for 8 hours on 4th of July.
I didn't celebrate the 4th of July.
That's
at
not
all.
very American.
Yeah, well, actually, it's pretty American. Middle class and all that. I got paid time and a half, so I wasn't arguing.
I'm not middle class personally. Yeah. Probably below the poverty line.
I suck.
I didn't.
Just like everybody who's in poverty.
Yeah, because this is a professional podcast.
I didn't do anything for the 4th of July. I don't really like the 4th of July as a holiday.
It's because Sam sucks too.
It's very annoying. Loud.
It is.
It is.
How's it loud?
I don't like 4th of July.
All the flags waving.
I don't.
Creates a lot of winds.
Yeah.
I don't even like fireworks that much. I mean, I feel
don't even like
I feel like
fireworks
once you see.
Yeah,
Once
they're only
you've
cool the
seen
first
fireworks
time.
once, it's just like, okay, now I've seen fireworks.
Unless you get like really big ones.
Or unless you get them like, if you go like to Disney World and stay for the fireworks show, they like time them in time to like music that's playing. That's really cool.
Wow, that must take a lot of skill.
I went to Grand Haven Beach for the 4th of July.
Oh, you're wearing a Grand Haven Beach shirt.
Yeah.
Why was that so funny, Sam?
What? Wilson. Why do you have 1596 written on your hands? Is that a 6?
It's 2651.
Idiot.
Why?
It's a timestamp. It was one I was editing. Episode 3 earlier today.
Listen, you're dating the episode. We
I
want it to be evergreen.
I was editing it again recreationally for my own amusement.
Hey guys, we're in the year 2000.
We're in the year 2000.
Yeah, we gotta keep it evergreen.
I was gonna
remember Madonna.
You guys remember S Club 7? That one song they were saying called "Bring It All Back."
God, they're not. It's not gonna stay the test of time. Madonna will.
Do you remember the song?
You guys remember?
Blue Dabba Dee Dabba by Eiffel 65.
Do you guys remember?
Hey guys, you remember the second Holocaust?
Oh, wait. No one's gonna remember the Beatles.
Where they took down the new twin towers.
It's not.
Every podcast.
World Trade Center, not building 2 more towers.
Yeah, it's also called Freedom Tower.
They're building 4 more towers just in case.
No, the second Holocaust where they stored all the Jews in the World Trade Center and they burned it down.
This is the edgiest thing you guys have ever heard.
Alright, anyway,
you guys like Family Guy?
Hey, have you guys seen the newest episode of South Park? Have you?
Stupid
Carter?
No! I don't watch that show.
I actually have seen the newest episode.
Didn't Brian die in that episode?
That's Family Guy.
I like the episode of South Park where Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin fought.
I saw that one.
It was actually an episode of the Cleveland Show. Where they were watching Mr. Pickles.
Alright, can I say what I did this week? Jeez! Alright, so I went to Grand Haven Beach for the 4th of July.
You guys skipped me.
No, you said you didn't do anything.
I said I didn't do anything for 4th of July.
So what?
Too bad. I'm sharing now, and you can go after me.
No, yeah. I don't want to. We should just get on with the...
No,
Carter, what did you do?
Alright, so
No.
I went to Grand Haven Beach, and it was really annoying and boring because we were there literally all day, and it was like, no.
Grand Haven.
Yeah, but
hey, it was like was the lake actually very far up the shore?
no, I don't think so.
You should have taken that picture that Nelson took of Wilbur and he made up on the music industry album cover.
But the water was really cold, so I couldn't go swimming anyway.
Thank you.
Well, at the beach, there were these 2 Mexican children, and they were like fighting, and then the little baby boy like went on his hands and started kicking sand in the girl's eye, and it was funny.
You didn't film it?
No, I didn't have my phone with me.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, and then we went to the Pure Peddler. And I got some tasty ice cream.
What's the Pure Peddler?
It's the tasty ice cream place.
Is it like a pedal or peddler?
Is
like
it peddler?
Like a drug peddler.
It's a drug peddler.
Is it the Pure Peddler or the Pure Peddler?
Or is it the
Pure Peddler?
Or is it the Peer Pressure Peddler?
Oh. So yeah, the Pure Peddler is very tasty. I got some blueberry cheesecake ice cream there, and it was good.
So good.
It was good.
Blueberry cheesecake.
This podcast is sponsored by Dairy Treat.
This podcast is sponsored by Baskin Robbins.
This
podcast.
What's that? No. What's that one web design? What's that one web design?
Squarespace.
Hey guys, this podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, offering an interactive experience for any startup business owner, or maybe you're a podcaster. Maybe you just want a website.
Go to our website. We made it with Squarespace.
You can make it on Squarespace if you believe. If you believe in it. If you believe.
Outer space.
If you will, it is no dream. That's what the guy who invented Israel said.
Holy cow. Can
we start
talking about this episode?
Hold on 1 second. The following podcast was brought to you by Squarespace. So check them out. Use the promo code BSTWRZ. That's Boost Wars without the vowels.
Except
no spaces. Alright guys, that's it. let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Hey, it's me, Jeff. It's me,
We're
Jeff.
doing something. You messed it up. We're all saying let's get into it.
Hey, it's me, Jeff Bridges, and whenever I want to make a website, I go to squarespace.com. It's good.
Hey, going to the post office to get postage on your packages? Well, now you can do it from home. Go to stamps.com and save on promo code BEASTS and Cheetor.
The whole promo code.
Do you love video games but hate renting them? Go to Gamefly. Use promo code STRZ. That's B Stores with the BEA and
W.
the W and the A and the space taken out. Remember, that's STWRZ.
No, is it no W? You just changed it.
For Gamefly. Games on the run when you need them.
Games on the fly.
No, hold on.
Games on the fly when you're with your guy.
Games on your fly.
When you are
This podcast is brought to you by Audible.com, providing audibles, audiobooks. I mean, what did you think?
Audible audiobooks.
Oh my god.
You use a promo code Mellow Yellow Beast. That's Mellow. That's MELLOYELLO MELLOYELLOBEAST. Thank you. This week we're recommending Aragon. It's a good book and it coincides with the Beast theme.
That's a fantasy fiction
Let's
thing.
let's not kid ourselves. Aragon was not. It was not.
I never even read it. My
It
brother
was not a good book. It was not a good movie.
Let's get into it. Are we gonna wait? Are we?
This episode sponsored by.
Nelson, are we Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
This episode is sponsored by Dragon Tales. They're always there when you need them.
Get your gross lips off my mic, please.
All things considered.
Is that just a Michigan thing?
What?
Is all things on NPR?
I've never heard it before.
It's on NPR.
I don't listen to NPR.
Ew.
The only time I listen to NPR is
You're
when
spit-
I.
Do you
Listen
put
to-
your mouth on it?
This episode is sponsored by Blue Lake Radio. Go listen to 88.9 and get some classical in your ears.
Got NPR on
Yeah,
it.
but I don't want my
That's
nice
the only
like
listening.
$70 mic all gross because Sam had to put it in his mouth.
I didn't put it in
Let's
my
get
mouth.
into it.
I put my mouth on it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Let's get into it.
No.
This podcast is brought to you by Little Caesars Pizza.
joke.
Okay.
Into it.
Let's get
into it!
Okay, we're into it now.
Yes.
What? No, it's over.
Alright.
Okay, just
What?
let's get into it.
No,
Let's get into it.
We've already said
We're
already into it.
I'm not into it unless we say the magic
But you can
words.
say it by
Beast
yourself.
Wars episode 3.
I think Nelson should say it.
Episode
impersonate
4.
each of us.
On episode
Yeah,
4,
Nelson,
this
You
is
gotta impersonate each of us when you say it.
I'll do it right now. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. That was supposed to be you.
The last one
Wait, was the third
Yeah.
one me?
That sounds like me.
Was the third one me?
Yeah, Sam.
It
was-
sounded exactly like you. I'm honored.
I didn't know what to do for it.
If you just do a really low voice. Or a really annoying voice, like, "Hi, I'm Carter Glass."
You don't have.
What was that? Hold on, you were about to talk in like a Christian voice with like, "Oh, I'm Carter Glass."
Let Chris Chan die.
And then you were going to say, I was just,
Controversial opinion.
and then you were about to say, "You don't have an annoying voice.
I'm sorry, I don't.
You have the gall."
No, like sometimes my voice can be annoying, like on the Bandroom Boys, like, you know.
Your voice isn't annoying.
Anyway, so this was a good episode. It was about teleportation. They got a bomb. The Maximals had a bomb. They were gonna blow up the
Wait,
Predacons.
now I have an in-depth plot
I
synopsis
think
here,
that's enough plot.
so I should read
Hey,
it.
like I'm.
Optimus Primal watches a bolt of lightning shatter a mountain, revealing a cache of energon. Because of the hazardous conditions, he radios to his team to abort their current operation.
That's all we need.
The storm garbles the transmission. The storm garbles the transmission, though, preventing the other Maximals from receiving it. The mission involves energon monitoring devices designed by Rhinox, who has just gotten done building the last of them. Impatient to get going, Cheetor carelessly plays with one of Dinobot's projects, a time bomb, and accidentally drops it out of the floor hatch, where it's caught by returning Optimus, who reiterates his order for the mission to be scrubbed. Everyone's clearly upset over the development, not believing the storm to be that severe yet, but Primal is adamant it'll have to wait until later. Dejected, everyone returns to quarters to wait out the storm. In Cheetor's quarters, Dinobot meets with the Catbot and endorses the mission being continued regardless of the danger from the weather and the energon. He points out that Primal clearly treats Cheetor like a child, even though with his speed, the Catbot could easily outrun the storm and plant the devices before it hits. This appeal to vanity works, and Cheetor sneaks out to complete the mission. In the field, Cheetor plants survey apparatuses in quick succession, but a bolt of lightning causes the cat accidentally to plant one of the posts dangerously close to an energon vein. He tries to remove the device and correct his mistake, but in the middle of his struggle, a second lightning bolt hits, and he finds himself suddenly teleported onto a control panel in the Predacon base. Hold on, let me scroll down here.
The original smooth.
Pterosaur welcomes Cheetor and attacks the Maximal. That's very loud.
This episode is going to be complete. You're not going to be able to hear any of it.
I'm so sorry.
That's what it's going to be. Also, you're going to have to turn clipping off. And you're sound editing this, so it just sounds like complete nonsense.
Alright, anyway, let me finish this plot. Pterosaur welcomes Cheetor and attacks the Maximal, but Cheetor grabs a hover platform and tries to escape. After being knocked off the platform, Cheetor lunges at Pterosaur and pushes the Predacon onto the control panel he's just arrived on, causing Pterosaur to vanish. Scorponok and Waspinator arrive and chase Cheetor around the Predacon base, but lose him in the ventilation shafts. Meanwhile, Pterosaur finds himself in the Axelon Command Center, where he's given a warm reception by Dinobot. However, the former Predacon is more concerned over how the Pterodon arrived, eventually working out that a freak combination of the survey devices, the storm, and the energon created a transporter link between the two bases. Using this to his advantage, Pterosaur seems to convince Dinobot into forming an alliance, suggesting they scrap the Maximals, then take over the Predacons and rule together, until Dinobot drops a charade and unceremoniously flushes the Pred out of the Axelon through a waste disposal unit. Back at the Predacon base, Cheetor continues to flee while avoiding fire from Waspinator. He sneaks away from the two long enough to hack the Predacon's data files, and determines that both bases sit on a common underground energon vein. So an explosion at one base would cause a chain reaction that would obliterate both ships. Cheetor is discovered as soon as he downloads this data to a disk. At the Maximal base, Optimus confronts Dinobot and Cheetor's whereabouts. Dinobot tells him about the link, and how the Catbot has surely been destroyed by now, but convinces him that they could use the link to annihilate the Predacon base with the bomb, a plan Primal only agrees to as long as the bomb's timer is set with enough time to allow the Preds to evacuate. Just as the bomb is sent, though, Cheetor tosses the disk with the energon vein data onto the console, transporting both items simultaneously. The Predacons finally corner Cheetor, but the bomb has magnetically locked itself onto the Pred console, forcing Megatron to let him go so he can release it. With a few seconds left, Cheetor throws it up to Pterosaur, who flies it out of the base and is blown up with it, while Cheetor escapes through the link. The Predacon's errant shots destroy the console instead. Furthermore, his return trip to the Axelon shatters all of the survey posts he's planted, ensuring the link is severed for good. Afterwards, Rhinox and Rat Trap congratulate Cheetor's prevention of the Maximal base from being destroyed by their own explosive, while Dinobot is in a bad mood as usual and leaves, though Cheetor apparently didn't tell anyone that Dinobot talked him into the whole thing. Primal still commands Cheetor to take more care to obey direct orders. Cheetor says he will, except when he doesn't, and scampers off, leaving Optimus steamed up with Rhinox and Rat Trap to have a jolly laugh. But Optimus figures out Cheetor was funny and gets in the jolly laugh with Rhinox and Rat Trap. It was a good episode, I gotta say.
Honestly, it was alright.
I like the part where they had the jolly laugh.
I like the fact that it plays around with certain science fiction topics.
I like the part where Optimus Primal smiled.
Now, there's a certain discussion point I want to bring up first. Now, when Cheetor is planting the first probe, or spike, spike. Yeah, he's planting the first spike. He almost gets struck by lightning, and he's like, "Was that supposed to scare me?" Now, and he says that to the clouds. Now, my question: this is a bit of a debate here. Do you think he's talking to a god or a deity, or do you think he has no concept of weather and believes that the clouds are living.
I think.
I mean,
it might be both.
Oh, he thinks
Maybe
the
he
clouds
thinks
are
that
God?
Optimus,
Yeah, he thinks the clouds are God.
Maybe he thinks that the Megabots are what are they called? The Decepticons. Maybe he thinks that they're controlling the weather. He's like, you guys trying to scare me?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the U.S. government already controls the weather.
Maybe he's Jim Carrey from The Truman Show.
I'm gonna go
Start singing
and say
Drunken
that
Sailor.
Cheetor has conflicts with God. He believes in him, yet he has accepted his idea that he will never be a pious man, and thus rejects God. Deep down, he wants redemption. He's looking for it. But he acts sinful. He gives in to vices, using the justification that he'll never receive redemption. However, I think later on in the series, we'll see that he might just have a chance yet.
So that's why he's always disobeying orders. And that's why he's always going off on his own. It's like, I don't need God. I can do things by myself.
I think that's enough for this episode. I think we're done here.
We're not done here.
How long is this so far?
Half an hour.
Okay. What else? Nelson, you have show notes, right?
They're very brief.
What
I have a
are
few.
some of them?
Throwing physics.
I think... Oh,
Let's talk about throwing physics, Phil.
Well, the one time when Optimus Primal just happens to catch that bomb, he's like tossing it in the air, and it's like looks pretty good. You have to watch it to fully experience the realism.
If you're not watching the show while you're listening to the podcast, what's the point?
There's no point even
Why
listening
are
to the
you-
podcast while you're watching the show, Sam.
Why are you living?
If you're not watching
These
the
podcasts
show,
are at least
we should
twice
release
episode.
riff tapes. People can put them in their tape players while they watch the episode, and it's us riffing on the episode.
I don't think that's a riff track.
We should do like a mystery science theater
Riff
together.
track, swoo. That was DuckTales.
Solving some mysteries. Rewriting history.
We got a picture of PewDiePie on your phone, Sam.
Yeah, it was an article. PewDiePie made $7 in 2014.
Off of YouTube?
Maybe it was at a garage sale.
Article about PewDiePie's garage sale.
Oh, on a very unrelated note to anything. As a kid, I wanted to open up a store to combat the dollar store. That'd be like the 1 cent store.
Nelson, you're truly an anarchist.
And I figured that the low price of everything would only want people to buy things
What were you selling?
frequently. Oh, just the same stuff the dollar store sells.
You bought the stuff and you sold it for a cent?
At the dollar store, that stuff should be a cent.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a break. You know that they get... the same stuff? And they have to pay $2 for it?
Whoa!
Wait, what?
They probably buy that stuff for a cent, and then they sell it for $1. That's how a profit is made.
Oh yeah, they'll probably just buy the stuff from my cent store and sell it in the dollar store.
Maybe they'll probably buy stuff from your cent store and then spray all over themselves like it's a sweet perfume.
No,
Phil, this is why you exist.
this is the sense without the S.
Alright, so
Wow, you have a one cents store? I have like 6. I mean 5.
I
can see dead people.
Yeah, that's how it works.
No, I mean
Plot twist!
no. My my 6 cents.
You can
Is
buy
that,
6
It's
stores.
proprioception.
I can see
You can watch Beast Wars.
I can buy things.
You
for
can
1
maximize. You can maximize, or you
No, we
can
have
go on
more
the
than 5
beast
senses.
mode.
We have to get at least 9.
That's not true.
What are the other
We
4?
have sense of pain, balance.
That's feeling.
Sense of touch.
Temperature.
Yeah, sense of touch. All those are just extensions of sense of touch.
Those are like
Balance.
substance.
What's balance?
Balance.
Oh, balance?
What's the balance? It says a temperature. It's not touch.
No,
Yeah.
but balance.
But balance is
doesn't-
balance is
doesn't
like a skill.
Yeah, balance doesn't affect how we perceive.
That's like a
and
sense-
experience the world.
That's sense of podcasting. Might as well be a sense. If
Well,
balance.
yeah,
not even-
I'm not saying
Every
that-
human being
I'm
is
not saying
born
their
with a sense of
senses-
balance.
I'm not
Well,
saying.
yeah, but
It's
like
a biological imperative. If we didn't have the ability to balance, we would
Alright,
die.
sense of
I'm
like
not
breathing.
saying
Then
that their senses in the same sense
Phil,
as the other 5.
walk out of this basement.
Oh, we have 10 senses. It's how, and it's called a dime.
No, it's actually the nickel.
FDR lost his sense to walk.
Oh. Did he ever have it?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah,
He
because he
got
got
polio.
polio.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, he
like that
regained
one
it.
dumb guy.
Alright, so let's talk about the very beginning of the
He
episode.
regained
I
what?
don't know who I'm thinking of. I think it's someone who got polio
My
recently.
grandma got polio.
Oh, Stephen King. No,
Wait. Oh, really? Your grandma
Stephen
got... I'm
King?
sorry.
Stephen
It
Hawking.
was back in like the 40s.
Oh.
The farties.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your grandma.
Oh no.
And
She's good.
polio now. That was a Yogscast reference.
I don't.
Controversial debate. Vaccines.
What, the band?
No.
Hey guys, you want to hear a joke? FDR walked into a polio. Ouch.
How was he walking? He has polio.
He walked into it, but it's like polio. Sounds like pole. You know what I'm saying?
FDR rolled into a polio.
Now to understand that,
Rolling
that joke is
polio.
like several layers because then you also have to. I've heard the joke. A man walked into a bar.
Well, everyone's heard that.
I need to know, hear of FDR.
FD bar.
Guys,
A man walks into
I have a joke,
FDR and he
guys.
loses his ability to walk.
A man walks into FDR.
You guys
and
ready for a
FDR
joke?
is like, oh, I'm a skeleton.
Alright, so
Oh, I get
a piece of
it.
string goes into a bar,
Skeletons
and
are
the
funny.
barman says, "Hey guys, we don't serve pieces of string here." So he goes out and rubs himself up on the sidewalk and ties himself all up, and then he goes back inside the bar, and the barman's like, "Aren't you the same piece of string I told you to get out of here?" And he's like, "No, I'm afraid not."
Hold on.
Wait.
One afternoon in Sierra Leone at about 4:20 in the afternoon, a turquoise-colored piece of string named Winston walked into the bar known by the natives of Sierra Leone as the Rusty Dudders, and he said to the bartender, whose name happened to be Mac, "Oh, hello, my name is
Why
Winston.
every bartender-
How are you, Mac? How's the weather outside? How's your life been?" And Mac said, "Oh, I'm doing just fine, thank you very much. The weather outside is frosty." And
Sierra Leone?
yes. All right. I'm going into some more details. So, like this happens. This happens way in the future, and the whole Africa has like floated over and switched with the United States. So it's very frosty.
Wait, is it like still the right way up?
Yeah, it's still the right way
And
up.
it switched with North America.
So, wait.
No, all the. Yeah.
It switched with North America?
Yeah.
So is it connected to...
I actually think that Africa might be bigger than North America.
It is.
Oh,
It's
it
like
is,
the
yeah.
biggest continent.
Well, yeah, it doesn't fit perfectly into it.
No, Antarctica is actually tiny.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's a big. It's like a big.
Oh, Asia.
It's the second biggest.
Oh,
It's
so-
the biggest.
so- Anyway,
biggest continent is Oceania.
so Mac was like, the weather outside was good.
Pretty funny.
What a nice football game.
No, it's Micronesia.
And then Winston said, "No, I'm afraid not."
No, I think the Philippines are included in Asia.
Hey Phil, you're
don't
from the
think so.
Philippines.
You know, it's like the same.
Phil.
Indonesia.
I said.
Close. I'm gonna have to bleep it out.
All right.
My name's actually...
Phil Johan's son.
Johannes Kepler
Phil.
Johnson. So Phil.
Phil Collins, who did that one song.
I could feel it.
No, he did that one song.
In the
You're one of the.
Yeah, get it? Yeah.
Phil Rollins.
I've been
Wait,
waiting
was
for
that-
this
was that
moment for
Yeah.
all my
Me and Colin
life.
Ackroyd start a rap duo and call ourselves Phil Collins.
That's pretty good.
No, you
I
should.
got it.
You need to find two people named
Hold
Colin.
on.
Wait,
I did,
Colin, not Corey.
I did it. That
Wait,
was
call him on the podcast.
That was a good version of My War.
It was.
No, put him on speakerphone.
My War. You're one of them.
Put him on speakerphone.
Yeah, the Collins band.
Let me get another Mellow Yellow.
Please be my guest. Be my guest.
Put your service to the test. Try the green
My
stuff. It's
vest.
delicious.
See my vest
Don't believe
made
us?
from
Ask
real
the
gorilla
green
chest.
stuff.
See my sweater, there's no better than authentic Irish setter. See this hat, it was my cat. Evening wear, vampire bat. These white slippers are albino, African endangered rhino, grizzly bear underwear, turtlenecks. I've got my share. This poodle on my noodle shall rest. Check my Red Robin suit. It comes one breast or two. See my vest. See my vest. See my vest.
My War. You're one of them.
I could feel
my loafers
calling
former
in the
gophers. It
air
was that
tonight.
in my
Wait, is
chauffeurs,
it-
but a greyhound for
you
a
say
tuxedo
that
would
you're
be
my friend?
best.
You.
But you're one of them.
You're one
One of them who said that you're my friend, but you're.
but you're one of them.
It's 5 minutes of that one.
I know.
This is the worst podcast
Surely
I've ever had.
Pinnacle of Henry Rollins. I haven't really listened to a lot of Henry. I haven't really listened to a lot of Black Flag, let alone the Henry Rollins.
Neither have I, and I own 2 of their albums.
You should let me borrow. Do you have My War?
Thanks for listening to the Beast Buds podcast.
I think
That-
is an appropriate.
That was just a statement. We're not ending.
We're over.
No.
Yeah, we gotta.
All right.
We gotta go to the bathroom.
Gotta be.
Alright, thanks for listening to episode 6 of the Beast Buds podcast.
It's episode 3. Shut up.
Oh,
Oh wait!
you were doing so well.
Oh wait, that'll never happen! Bye!
No, turn it off.
Hey,
Stop.
Look how loud that was.
hey, guys. Hey, guys. This podcast is brought to you by Audible.com.
This podcast would just be called The End.
Let's cut that out.
It should be episode